Oliver, first of all, can you fill us in on any team news ahead of tomorrow?
Yes, positive team news. Everybody is fit. Adam trained the whole week and is available, and all others as well. So, some tough decisions to take, but good decisions to take.
The significance of the FA Cup in this country has been downplayed a little bit in recent years, but there's no doubting what it means around here. I've been out and about in the community earlier today, and the fans of this club are so desperate to see them win a first ever trophy. Is that a feeling that's filtering through to you and the players?
Oh yes, we feel it. That it feels like not a normal game. It's much more attention and much more interviews to do also during the week. But our preparation was more or less the same, like in the Premier League game and like before the semi-final or the quarter-final and all the other games. So we focused on what we want to do tomorrow at Wembley. We analysed Man City, but 90% we were talking about us, because this is what we can influence. We can influence our performance, we can influence what we want to do in and out of possession, and so this was the focus was on our game, and also just to maybe having one or two small adjustments, because we did, or the players especially, did very well in the last couple of weeks, and so we have a lot of confidence and looking forward to the final.
Marc, by their own very high standards, Manchester City have slipped off a bit this season. Is this the best possible time you could ask to meet them in a cup final?
Have they slipped off? They're in another final. So, I don't know. We all know how good Man City are and their quality. But, like the manager said, we're all focused on ourselves, focused on doing the best we can for the fans and, trying to make us through.
It's going to Sky.
Oliver, what would it mean to you to end this long wait for silverware at this club?
You can ask me after the game, so I don't talk about. We haven't won anything, so yeah, we have a great game in front of us, but I don't talk about if this happens, if this happens, if this happens. So when it happens, then we can talk about it. So we have a great game. We feel well prepared for this game, and as Marc said, we will give our best, every single one, as long as he's playing or even he's not playing, and supporting the team. And this is what we can do. This is the only thing we can do. And then let's see. But of course, and this is the same approach, but it was the same before the semi-finals, before the quarter and the end. And even when we played, the first game was Stockport at home in the FA Cup. Yeah, we had the same approach. Go to the pitch, show who we are, show how we want to play, and try to win the game, and this will be the same tomorrow. We play as Crystal Palace, what made us successful, and then let's see, because then it's football.
You played Man City a month ago, you were 2-0 up, there was a VAR decision, you could have been 3-0 up, you went on and lost 5-2. After that game you said if you met them again, you'd be able to crack their system. Do you still feel confident?
Yes, I do, but to be honest, on the screen we win every single game, so when we prepare and analyze the other team, we always have the right solution. So, but it's not so easy sometimes to execute it in the right way, because they are back in shape again. They had very good results and performances in the last couple of weeks. Players coming back from injuries, and also we don't know how they are going to play. Haaland is back, but they have so many, especially in their offense, so many also different players that they could play with Haaland and Mamouche as two strikers. They can play with Savinho, Doku, Grealish as far wingers. Sometimes they didn't play with far wingers. Sometimes they played asymmetric. So they're very variable, and we have always to find the right solution. I think, yes, we know what they want to do and how we should react, and then it's also, but we're still confident that we're able to score a goal, and it's no secret. It's pretty clear. Yeah? We played since we arrived. We played them 3 times. In every single game we scored 2 goals, but we just had 1 draw. So because we conceded 4, 2, and 5, so that we have to make a few adjustments in our defending. Because when you concede 5, it's tough to win. But when you score 2, it should be able to win. So we have confidence that we will create our chances. We will create our situations to score goals. But we have to do better in defense. And I don't mean the back 3 or the back 5. So as a team, maybe we have to adjust a few things. And this is what we want to do tomorrow.
And you'll be underdogs, big underdogs. Can you use that to your advantage? You spoke earlier in the season about players playing with freedom and enjoying the moment. Can they almost, is it a free swing of the bat tomorrow?
Hopefully, yes. It's so we all want to enjoy this moment. I think the last couple of weeks we are enjoying. It's a great time for the club. It's a great time for every one of us. It's a great time for our fans. Having such a successful period at the end of the season, and you are playing for silverware. This is that's not common, that's. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't enjoy it. And also when I could see the players training, there was a lot of it was just great to watch them. Nobody looked nervous. Everybody was focused, but also we were laughing, having fun together, because this is why we play football.
And Marc, you know as well as anyone what the fans have been through waiting for a trophy. How big a motivation is that for you to give them that first piece of silverware?
Yeah, I mean, fans have been fantastic, not only this season, but every single season. They've always been behind the team, always been behind the club, and have really shown that support. And yeah, it'd be really nice for them to have this piece of silver.
And there's been a lot of speculation about your future. Regardless of what happens, how important is it for you to lift a trophy at this club?
I think the most important is just always doing the best that I can for this football club. I come in every day and I try to be the same. I try to work hard, and this football club has given me a lot. And I'm still under contract at this football club, so my focus is always at this football club. So I think the most important is just doing the best I can, and then seeing where the future holds.
Okay, thank you.
Amy, motivate.
Hi, Oliver. We hear so much talk these days about the money in football, but for you, when it comes to the FA Cup, what's the magic that's sort of attached to this particular competition?
Just have a look around. It's the magic. I think there's more cameras and journalists than in the last months together. It's a lot of attention. We're playing in the biggest stadium in England, in front of 90,000. There will be, I don't know, about 40,000 Crystal Palace fans. So when we play at home, we have maybe 23,000. So it's just you can see with the attention, with the capacity of the stadium, and then the national anthem is played before, and it's just something special. I like this, also we're talking about it because there is a pitch over there is from a school, and the kids were playing there, and everybody wants to play a final at Wembley, and so we all are in this privileged situation that we can experience it, and it's just a lot of joy and positivity about this final.
What would it mean to you to bring silverware home?
It's heavy to carry, I think. I hope my bag is good enough. So, no, again, it's not just then getting this trophy. Yes, this would be the reward for an outstanding FA Cup journey. But I think we shouldn't. And I don't really think about the trophy. I can remember a few years ago there was a World Cup in Brazil, and it was a semi-final, and the Brazilian players they were crying during the national anthem because of all these emotions, and they wanted to give back their country and winning the World Cup at home, and this led that they lost 7-1 against Germany in the semi-final. So I think we shouldn't feel pressure to bring silverware to Crystal Palace, because this never happened in club's history. So we will give our best, definitely, and I think this is what all our fans are appreciating throughout the season, that in every single game we give our best. And we had some heavy defeats at City, at Newcastle. Our fans appreciated that the players gave their best, and this is our mindset tomorrow. Together with our fans, it's possible. Yeah, and they can expect that they will see that every single one gives his best, and we can expect that we will see that our fans give the best to support us. And then again, then it's football. So many things can happen, but we want to do it in our way. We will do it in our way, and I think then we have the best chances to win the final. But I think Man City will do the same, and then again, this is why 90,000 will watch, and I don't know, millions in front of the TV, because nobody knows the result. But we feel ready to win it.
Do you think it would mean more to this club if you won than it would to Manchester City?
I don't know. If something is the first time in your life, then it's maybe you have. It means more to you than when you have it every single year. City, I don't know under Pep how many trophies they've won, how many finals they have played. So definitely more than Crystal Palace has. But I think still, for the players, for the manager, for a club, is winning a trophy, winning a title is always something great in a season. So I don't expect that they will wave with the white flag and say, okay, it's the first title for Crystal Palace. You should get it. So I think they will fight for winning it.
And Marc, just for you, just behind the scenes with the players, what can you say to the fans about how up for it you are?
Not too much. I think they're already aware of how up for it we are. The managers mentioned, the process. That's training, that's the preparation, and that's just focusing on the game. Not focusing on the trophy or anything else, but making sure that when we go out there, we're ourselves, we enjoy the occasion, and we stay focused and we do the best that we can.
Thank you. Haytons, would you like a question?
Yes, please. Hi, Marc. A lot of people have said that this is perhaps the most talented Crystal Palace team maybe ever in terms of the players. How much do you think it would mean then for this group of players to be the one to lift that trophy?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the most talented. We've had so many amazing and great players at this football club. And that's a credit to the football club. That's a credit to the scouting and all the departments upstairs making the right decisions. But I'd say it would be a combination of all the effort that every single person has put in at this football club, not just this season but previous seasons. Credit to the players that have helped the club stay in the Premier League and help build it and allow it to be where it is today. So yeah, it'd be a big thing for everyone, not just this team, but for every single person that has played a part in Crystal Palace.
Thank you. Are there any other broadcast questions? No, we'll go to our friends from Austria.
Oliver, I would very much appreciate it if you could answer my questions in German, if possible. Was bedeutet es, der erste österreichische Trainer zu sein, der den FA Cup gewinnen könnte?
Ja, es ist natürlich eine tolle Geschichte, jetzt das FA Cup-Finale zu spielen. Große Bühne, riesiges Stadion, große Tradition und dann ja auch gegen Manchester City, die in den letzten, 10 Jahren auch den europäischen Fußball geprägt haben. Also ich freue mich riesig auf dieses Endspiel. Und wäre ein FA Cup-Sieg noch ein größerer Sieg als der Europa League-Sieg? Ach, ich möchte nicht über ungelegte Eier sprechen. Also wir haben noch nichts gewonnen. Wir werden alles daran setzen, dass wir diesen Titel gewinnen, dass wir den ersten Titel für Crystal Palace in ihrer Geschichte gewinnen. Die Spieler sind in einer Top-Verfassung, wir alle sind hoch motiviert und wir werden unser Bestes geben und dann schauen wir mal, wie das Spiel endet.
Sie haben schon auf Englisch gesagt, was spricht denn für Crystal Palace morgen?
Ach, am Ende ist es ein Fußballspiel gegen eine Top-Mannschaft, aber wir sind in einer guten Verfassung. Wir haben Selbstvertrauen, weil wir einfach sehr, sehr gute Leistungen gezeigt haben in den letzten Wochen, auch gegen sehr große Clubs, ja, im Halbfinale gegen Aston Villa mit einer sehr überzeugenden Leistung 13-0 gewonnen haben. Im Emirates Stadium gegen Arsenal ein sehr verdientes Unentschieden geholt haben und auch zuletzt jetzt in Tottenham mit einer sehr guten Leistung gewonnen haben. All das hilft uns einfach an uns zu glauben und macht es dann auch möglich, unsere beste Leistung zu zeigen. Aber das müssen wir zuerst machen und dann haben wir die Möglichkeit, dass es auch zum Titel reicht.
Viel Erfolg. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Okay?
It sounds good to me. Yeah. That's the end of the broadcast section. Please.